ご覧いただきありがとうございます。現地26日からメッツのホームシティフィールドで始まった今シーズン最初のニューヨーク対決サブウェイシリーズ。選手が地下鉄で移動するのも一つの名物となっていますが、今年はメッツのマーク・ケナがマンハッタンから地下鉄7番線でシティフィールドのあるクイーンズ、メッツ・ウィレッツポイント駅へやってきました。さて、ヤンキースはアメリカンリーグ東地区、メッツはナショナルリーグ東地区、それぞれ首位で迎えたライバル対決。初回、ヤンキースはメッツ先発台湾ウォーカーからアーロン・ジャッジ、ライトへ。今シーズンの第38号ホームラン。続くリゾも14試合ぶりの一発、24号をレフトへ運んでヤンキースが2点を先制。一方のメッツもその裏、ヤンキース先発モンゴメリーからスターリング・マルテがソロホームランを放って反撃開始。マルテは今月3本目のホームラン。7月打率3割8分2厘、OPS991 と絶好調です。その後、ワンアウトランナー2塁となってピート・アロンソ。今シーズンの83打点目、同点。そしてエドワルド・エスコバーがレフトへツーランホームランでメッツ、この回一挙4得点、逆転に成功します。3回にはランナー2塁でリンドーアがサードへ。ジョシュ・ドナルドソンにぶつけられますが、この間にランナーが帰って追加点。メッツ5対2とリードを広げ、モンゴメリーを KO。3回で5失点したモンゴメリーですが、それでも交代の決断を下したブーン監督には不満の態度をあらわにします。メッツは台湾ウォーカーが持ち直し、6回を3失点でまとめると、その後リリーフ陣が踏ん張り、8回にはマクニールのタイムリーでダメ押し。最後はクローザーエドウィン・ディアズが締めて22セーブ目。メッツがヤンキースを6対3で下しました。翌日27日に行われた第2戦。改めてヤンキース、メッツともに素晴らしいシーズンを送る中でのサブウェイシリーズ。現地水曜日の開催でしたが、両チームのファンで満員となります。メッツの先発はマックス・シャーザー。注目のアーロン・ジャッジとの対決はライトフライに仕留めて初回無失点。ヤンキースの先発はドミンゴ・ヘルマン。2回、ピート・アロンソ。レフトへ今シーズンの26号ホームランでメッツ先制します。1対0で迎えた3回表、ヤンキースの攻撃。ツーアウトランナー1塁2塁でシャーザー対ジャッジ。2度目の対決。スライダー、空振り三振。メッツファンが盛り上がりを見せます。さて、この日は観戦に訪れたファンにインタビューを行いましたので、ここでその模様をご覧ください。
My name is Jimmy. The season's been great, man. I'm a Yankees fan. We've been killing it. It's been great. Can't complain. They're giving us everything we want. The only concern we got right now is Joey Gallo, maybe IKF with the infield defense, but other than that, everything else is good. Everything else is good. We need to get another bat going other than Gallo because he ain't been what advertised. He ain't been as advertised. So once we figure that out, we'll be all right. That's the biggest hurdle, man. That's the biggest hurdle. They gave us some problems all year. I'm hoping come October we get it together, or somebody eliminates them before we get to them. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, no doubt, no doubt. If we keep this play up in October, forget about it. Yankees going all the way. I hope so, man. All my friends are Mets fans, so I'm hoping we could go there, and I hope we could represent, and the Yankees come through with a W. Yeah, I want to see New York win. No matter who it is, I want to see New York win. So the Mets, they cool in my book, but I want the Yankees to win first. You know what I mean? But everybody in New York, I want y'all to win. Real. I lived in Japan for a year and some change, so I don't want to embarrass myself with my Japanese, but I will say, arigato gozaimasu. Keep watching, man. It's the show. You know what I mean? I hope that more people like you can come out here and enjoy the game like we enjoy the game. So it's awesome. I hope the game keep growing, and I hope the game gets worldwide and everybody be out here.
Jose from Queens.
Tony from LA.
Since I was born in Queens. Automatic, baby.
I'm a Mets fan for today. NL fan, Dodger fan, really. But I'm rocking the Mets today. You know, had to show love. In the playoffs, it's going to be a different hat.
Okay. And that's fine.
But it's all love. It's all love.
Hey, it's a rematch.
It's going to be a rematch.
2015 rematch.
That's right, 2015 rematch. It's got us now.
They're doing great. As a lifelong fan, there's always that historic dread that it all falls apart.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's in the 8th or 9th inning, or in the season when you're in first place. It's happened too many times.
Yeah.
But the boys are looking great. I've been to a few games already. It's been phenomenal. So
I would say, as a non-Mets fan who's watching the Mets, this is the first time I've seen the Mets play like they believe it's theirs this year.
yes,
That's the first time I've seen that. Usually
there's
the
a
Mets
confidence
play, like he was saying, like, when are we going to mess up? But I see it. I see it because that's the way the Dodgers are playing.
Yep.
And I see these guys over here.
could be a rematch,
See you in the playoffs.
or it could be a Subway World Series.
Mets Yankees.
Mets Yankees, 2000 all over again. You never
crazy.
know. It happened once,
That'd be crazy.
and it was one of the lowest rating World Series
Why is
ever
that?
recorded. Because nobody wants to see New York win
That's true.
again and again
That's
and
true.
again.
Yeah, but it's the Yankees, bro.
And
It's not the
again.
Mets. It's the fucking Yankees, bro. Ooh. That's a tough question. Shohei or... I mean,
Soto.
here's the thing. You have to go Otani because you're paying for two players, one salary. Okay. But once again, just from a baseball management standpoint, even if you pay him the highest paid in the league, you're still getting two elite positions on your team. So yes, you're giving up that DH spot, but he's a good hitter, and then he's a freaking ace. I think you got to go Shohei.
試合は3回裏、メッツ2アウトランナー2塁でリンドアがライトへタイムリー。2対0。この日は3打数1安打のリンドア。打率を2割5分1厘としています。その後、2対0のまま迎えた7回表、ヤンキースはアイザイア・カイナー・ファレファのツーベースなどで2アウトランナー2塁3塁。ここでシャーザー対ジャッジ3度目の対決。スライダー、空振り三振。マックス・シャーザー、この日は7回99球、5安打無失点。これで今シーズン、この試合を終えて13試合、防御率 2.09 としています。試合は8回表ヤンキース、ノーアウトランナー1塁でグレイバー・トーレス、ライトへ。この回から登板のデビッド・ピーターソンからツーランホームラン。ヤンキースが追いつきます。しかしメッツは9回裏、エスコバーがツーベースで出塁。その後、ワンアウト1塁3塁となってスターリング・マルテ、レフトへサヨナラヒット。3対2。今年初のサブウェイシリーズ2連戦はメッツが2連勝、ヤンキースをスイープしました。大いに盛り上がった2試合ですが、試合後、余韻に浸るメッツファンがインタビューに答えてくれました。
David Barrianuevo. I've been a Mets fan my whole life. I grew up 15 minutes away in Jackson Heights, Queens. My father has been a diehard, lifelong Mets fan. So, you know, I've always supported the Mets as long as I've been alive. So this season is a great season so far because all the things that are typically Mets, the Mets are not. Like a game like today, the Mets usually don't come through. But this season, I don't know if it's Buck Showalter or whatever it is, but they always come through. Not always, but most of the time they come through in the clutch. They hit well with runners in scoring position, which they never used to do. I'm really enjoying this season a lot. Well, I think DeGrom is a massive addition. That's like a trade in and of itself. Getting a guy like DeGrom, how many teams can say that they've got a Cy Young Award winner waiting in the wings? But you can't rely just on DeGrom because we don't know if he's going to be healthy or not. We need to wait for DeGrom, but at the same time, I think you got to, if you really want to be aggressive and you really want to be a championship team, you got to go out and you got to get a few other guys. I think we could use a right-handed reliever, a left-handed reliever. I think we could use a right-handed bat off the bench. There's a couple of things, a catcher. I love Tomas Nido, but if we could get a Wilson Contreras or even a Sean Murphy from the Oakland A's, if you go out and you get Murphy and Montas, if you get the two of them, I do think they need to make some moves because they're a great team as we're seeing right now, but you you want to make sure you're going to win. You want to make sure you're going to win. You don't want to leave it up to chance. And I think that I would go out and make some moves, but who am I? Who am I? I'm not the GM, so we'll see. I definitely think they could win the World Series. I know the Astros are tough, the Dodgers are tough, the Yankees are tough, but I like the Mets' chances against any of them because, when you get to the playoffs, it comes down to the pitching. And if we have DeGrom and Scherzer and the rest of the guys, I think that they have just as good a chance as anybody.
なお次回、そして今シーズン最後のサブウェイシリーズは8月22日からブロンクスのヤンキースタジアムでの2連戦となります。ご覧いただきましてありがとうございました。よろしければチャンネル登録をお願いいたします。じゃんけんぽん。